Hey there, it's Jared Hamilton with the Hamilton Group at Cherry Creek Mortgage, and welcome to another edition of Java with Jared. It's a Thursday edition. Hope you guys are doing great. My marketing person is going to be out on Friday. I don't know how to send this stuff out, so you're getting it a day early. Rates are generally speaking, at least so far, better than where they ended the week last week. We saw a lot of economic data that came out in the housing market, and so let me kind of dive into that because it's pretty interesting stuff. First of all, we saw existing home sales. That showed it in line with expectations. Expectations were for about 4.6 million units in total. For the year, it actually came in at 4.59, so right in line with expectations. Median home price increased to 198.5 for the national median home price, and the year-over-year number is still pretty strong. We're showing some appreciation. The year-over-year number was at about 7.9%, so that's pretty good, but it's kind of losing some steam. So we're seeing housing prices continuing to increase, but it's kind of slowing down, which generally speaking could be okay because we don't want to see another bubble exist. We also saw new home sales come in, and that was a big shocker. It was actually down almost 14%. So it was a huge decline. Expectations were for about 450,000 units, and actually came in at about 384,000 units. So a big decline in new home sales. Federal housing numbers, the FHFA, Federal Housing Finance Authority, and they kind of monitor what's going on just with conforming loans. They also released their numbers, and it showed housing prices year over year increase about 6.9%. And again, that was a slowdown from the previous number of about 7.4%. So it's showing that the month over month figure actually declined a little bit, and so housing prices are cooling. We did see also durable goods, which is just big ticket items like planes and appliances and things like that, and that came in a little bit higher than expected. Expectations were for about 2% increase, and it came in at about 2.6% increase. So a little bit stronger durable goods numbers. The Mortgage Bankers Index came out. It comes out every week, but I wanted to kind of highlight that because it does show some continued weakness. Now, it tracks applications for purchase and refinance business. So far in the year, most of the numbers every week have been actually showing purchase applications on the decline. Now, last week we saw purchase applications increase 3%. It actually showed a decrease this week of 3%, so we kind of lost that ground. So the year-over-year number for purchase applications are down almost 18%, and actually refinances have been down almost 75% for the year compared to last year. So a lot less applications happening, both definitely in refinances and even in purchase business. So we are seeing a slowdown despite some really good, interest rates. And I think, again, the reason that's happening is that people have kind of gotten used to these low rates, and actually they're up a little bit from the very lows. We saw interest rates in the high 3% range last year. Now that they're in the mid 4.5% range or mid 4% range, that's caused a little bit of a slowdown. We're still seeing some appreciation, but generally speaking, housing is slow but steady. So, and that's not necessarily bad. We don't want to see a bubble develop, but we got to keep just an eye on this, and that is causing some maybe overall concern that, well, maybe the housing market might not really be so strong. Don't think that's really the case. I think it's still a really good housing market, generally speaking, and rampant appreciation is not really good for anybody. But what that could do is that could actually cause some worries in the stock market. We could see later on this summer stock market take some type of a correction to the downside, which will cause mortgage rates to get better, and then we see these loan applications pick up a little bit. That's what I think is going to happen. So I think, again, generally speaking, rates are poised to be really good, at least so far, for the remainder of the summer. Hope you guys are having a good week, and hope you have a wonderful week next week. I'll get back with you on Friday. We'll also see some housing data come in on Friday, or will come in next week, and I'll let you know what happens with that. We'll see the Case-Shiller Index come in, and actually see some pending home sales numbers come in. So we'll let you know what happens with that. Hope you have a wonderful week. As always, if you ever have any questions, please give me a call. Thanks again for joining me with Java with Jared, and hope you have a wonderful Friday and a good weekend. Bye-bye.